Okay, adding fractions. As you all know that when you add and subtract fractions, you have to have a common denominator. So I'm going to do a few examples and so we can go over how to find those. My first problem is going to be 1/6 plus 4/9. Okay? 1/6 plus 4/9. We cannot add these two numbers up because they have different decimals. So what we need to do is figure out what is our lowest denominator that they can have in common. Well, we could multiply them together. 6 times 9 will give you 54, but that's kind of a high number. That's not going to be our lowest. So let's go through some of the multiples. We've got 6, 12, 18, 24. Let's see if that's enough. 9, 18, 27, 36, but I've already seen one that we've got in common, 18 and 18, which means our denominator needs to be 18. So, now that we know what our denominator is, I'm going to rewrite my problem over here, 18 and 18. What did I do to 6? What did I multiply by 6 to get it to 18? I multiplied it by 3. So, whatever I multiply the bottom number by, I have to multiply by top number by. 1 times 3 is 3. What did I multiply 9 by to get it to 18? Multiplied it by 2, so I have to multiply the 4 by 2 as well. So here is my new problem, 3/18 plus 8/18. Well, 8, 9, 10, 11, my answer is going to be 11/18. And that is our final answer. It does not need to be reduced. All right, next problem. 1/2 plus 3/8. Okay, 1/2 plus 3/8. I can tell already that one of my fractions does not need to be changed. My common denominator is going to be 8. So I'm just going to move it over, 3/8. What did I multiply the 2 by to get it to 8? Times 4. Times 4 on the bottom, times 4 on the top. 1 times 4 is 4. So my problem is 4, 5, 6, 7, 7/8. And these are both working out quite nicely. I don't need to reduce anything once I've gotten my final answer, 7/8. Okay, let's do one more. I've got 1 2/3 plus 2 3/4. Okay, 1 2/3 plus 2 3/4. My common denominator is going to be 12. So right now we don't do anything with those whole numbers. I'm just going to rewrite them, 1 and 2. I've got to multiply my 3 by 4, top number times 4, because that's going to become 8/12. 8/12. And then I need to multiply this times 3 times 3. That's going to become 9/12. Now that I've got my common denominator, I can add them up. 9 plus 8 is 17. Keep your denominator, never add your denominator. 2 plus 1 is 3. So I've got a whole number of 3, and then I've got 17 over 12. Looking at this fraction, it is an improper fraction. Means the top number is bigger than your bottom number. And if you ever have an improper fraction, it means that you can pull some whole numbers out of there. Okay? This is more than a whole number. And we don't ever leave our fractions with improper fractions. So, I have a whole number in here. What is my whole number when I have a denominator of 12? Well, it's 12/12. So I'm going to take 12/12 out of my fraction and give it to my whole number. So my whole number becomes 4. And 17 minus 12 is 5. And then you keep your denominator. So 4 and 5/12. There are your adding fraction examples.